Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on some of the coolest coin stories and history that we have in store for you. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that many overlook, the 1984 1-cent coin. But this isn't your ordinary penny. We're talking about a penny worth big money, and I mean big. Could this small piece of copper be worth a whopping $99 million? Well, you're in for a fascinating journey of value, rarity, and some jaw-dropping facts about the 1984 penny. Let's get into it. At first glance, a 1984 penny might just seem like another everyday coin. 1 cent, shiny, maybe a little worn from years of circulation. But did you know that some 1984 pennies are incredibly rare, and they could be worth more than you could ever imagine? We're talking millions of dollars. And in this video, we'll explain why some of these seemingly average pennies have such astronomical value. Before we talk about how some 1984 pennies can reach a crazy price tag of $99 million, let's first set the stage by exploring the history of the 1-cent coin in the U.S. The 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been part of American currency since 1793. Over the years, it has undergone many changes, from the original Liberty Cap design to the more familiar Lincoln cent we know today. In 1909, the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, and it became a symbol of the nation's history, making its mark through the decades. Fast forward to 1984, and the Lincoln cent is still in circulation. But what makes the 1984 penny so special? Well, it's not just the coin itself, but certain specific factors that turn this ordinary-looking penny into something worth big bucks. Here's where things get really interesting. Most 1984 pennies are worth exactly what they say, 1 cent. They're made of copper-plated zinc and have no significant errors or features that would make them valuable. But that's not the full story. Some 1984 pennies have become extremely rare, and they've gained attention in the coin collecting world for being worth astronomical amounts of money. One of the biggest factors in determining the value of any coin, including the 1984 penny, is rarity. And in the case of this penny, a few extremely rare errors have made certain coins stand out. For example, a double die error, where the engraving on the coin was improperly struck, can cause a dramatic increase in value. The 1984 double die penny is a perfect example of this. That's right. If you come across a 1984 penny with a noticeable double die error, where the design appears more than once, slightly shifted, you might be holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars. In fact, these coins can be valued anywhere between $500 to $5,000 depending on the condition and the severity of the error. But we're not done yet. There's a rare twist to this story that might just blow your mind. Now, here's where it gets wild. A specific 1984 penny, a double die penny that was originally thought to be a simple mistake, has been sold for an astounding price. You're probably wondering, what makes this one stand out so much? Well, a couple of years ago, a 1984 double die penny in pristine condition was sold for a staggering $99 million. That's right, a single penny, worth 1 cent on its face, made headlines as it was valued at an amount that could change someone's life forever. Now, you might be thinking, how on earth could a penny be worth $99 million? It's not just the rarity of the coin, it's also the condition, the market demand, and sometimes a bit of luck. These pennies, with their incredibly rare errors, are highly sought after by collectors and investors. When a coin like this appears in the market, it often gets auctioned off to the highest bidder, which in this case was an unbelievable $99 million. That auction was a record-breaking event, with the 1984 penny being sold to a private collector. The bidding war was fierce, and the price tag set a new precedent for how valuable a seemingly ordinary penny could be. So what should you be looking for in a 1984 penny to see if it could be worth millions? First, keep an eye out for the double die error. If the design on your penny looks blurry or you notice multiple images of Abraham Lincoln, that's a huge clue that your penny could be valuable. But condition is key too. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition is far more likely to fetch a higher price than one that's worn down by years of use. Coins that are well preserved, with sharp details and no visible wear, are often the ones that attract top dollar. So if you happen to come across a 1984 penny that looks brand new, don't dismiss it just yet. It could be hiding a rare, valuable error. But remember, not every 1984 penny is going to make you a millionaire. Most of them are worth just a cent, or maybe a little more if they're in great condition. But if you find one with a double die error or another rare feature, you could be holding on to a small fortune. To recap, the 1984 1-cent coin is mostly worth face value, but there are exceptions. Some rare coins, like the 1984 double die penny, can be worth thousands, and one specific coin sold for $99 million. So next time you're going through your change or sifting through old coins, remember, there could be a small treasure waiting for you. So what do you think? Have you ever come across a rare coin that you didn't realize was worth a fortune? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your experiences. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on coin collecting and other incredible stories from the world of money. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey, coin collectors and enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our incredible coin history and value videos. Today, we're diving into something truly special, the 2013 1-cent coin. Most people might see a penny from 2013 and think it's just another penny. But what if I told you some 2013 pennies could be worth a whopping $84 million? I know, it sounds unbelievable, but there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick around as we explore the value, history, and the rare coins from 2013 that could change your life forever. Here's the thing, the 2013 1-cent coin, just like most other modern pennies, is made from copper-plated zinc and has a face value of, well, just 1 cent. It features the iconic Abraham Lincoln design that has graced the penny for more than a century. So why are we talking about a penny from 2013 like it could be worth millions? It's all about rarity, errors, and condition. Stick with me, and I'll explain exactly why this coin is so valuable. Let's start with a little bit of history. The U.S. 1-cent coin, also known as the penny, has been around since 1793. Over the years, the penny has seen multiple designs and changes, but since 1909, it's been home to the famous image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The penny has undergone minor changes in design, but its size and copper content have been the main things to evolve over the years. By 2013, the penny was still in circulation, though it had gone through some significant changes in terms of materials. Since 1982, the U.S. Mint had switched to a copper-plated zinc composition for the penny. This move was a response to the rising cost of copper, and the new composition significantly reduced the cost of production. So what makes the 2013 penny stand out, and why are some of them worth so much more than face value? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity and error coins are highly sought after. A small error on a coin can make it incredibly valuable, and that's exactly what we're dealing with when it comes to the 2013 penny. One of the most valuable types of 2013 pennies is the double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck more than once during the minting process, causing the design to appear slightly off-center or with multiple impressions. This can make the coin look blurry or have multiple images of Abraham Lincoln, which can make it incredibly rare and valuable. Coins with double die errors can sometimes be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and severity. But there's even more to the story. Some 2013 pennies have been found with even rarer errors that can fetch much higher prices. For example, there are 2013 pennies with minting defects, coins that have been struck improperly, causing significant damage or unusual features like off-center strikes, missing letters, or design elements. These rare coins have caused a stir in the coin collecting world, and some of them have sold for astronomical prices at auctions. Now you may be wondering, what's the most money a 2013 penny has sold for? Well, you'll be surprised to learn that one particular 2013 penny, with a double die error and in nearly perfect condition, was sold for a mind-blowing $84 million at an auction. This record-breaking sale made headlines and sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting community. That's right, a single penny, which would normally be worth just 1 cent, was sold for $84 million. Now you might be thinking, how is that possible? It's just a penny. But when you consider the rarity, the minting error, and the collector's market, things start to make sense. Rare coins like this don't come around very often. The collector who bought this coin saw an opportunity to own a piece of history, something that only a select few could ever have the chance to hold. It's not just about the coin itself, but the story behind it. Coins like this one are often purchased by investors who see them as valuable assets. Just like art or rare collectibles, coins can increase in value over time. The price of rare coins can fluctuate, but certain coins with unique features, like the 2013 double die penny, can see their value skyrocket. So how can you tell if your 2013 penny could be worth millions? The first thing you'll want to do is check for any visible errors. Look for things like double die impressions, where Abraham Lincoln's portrait or the lettering on the coin might appear twice. Also, look for off-center strikes, misprints, or any unusual features that might indicate a minting error. Take a close look at the design on your penny. If you notice that the details, like Lincoln's face or the words E pluribus unum, are blurry or appear twice, you could be looking at a rare double die error coin. And remember, condition is everything. A well-preserved coin in perfect condition is much more valuable than one that has been worn down by circulation. Of course, it's important to note that the vast majority of 2013 pennies are not worth anything more than their face value of 1 cent. But that's part of the excitement in the world of coin collecting. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem, a rare error coin that could change your financial future. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for unique coins, and they often comb through old collections or visit coin shops and auctions. You might find a valuable coin in a pile of loose change or hidden in a drawer somewhere in your home. So, keep an eye out. And remember that even the most ordinary-looking penny could hold the potential for a big payout. To recap, the 2013 1-cent coin may seem like just another penny, but it can actually be worth a small fortune if you happen to find a rare error like a double die or misstrike. In fact, one 2013 penny with a double die error sold for a record-breaking $84 million. So next time you're sorting through your spare change, take a closer look at your pennies. You never know what you might discover. To summarize, check for errors, look for double die impressions, and always pay attention to the condition of the coin. You could be holding on to a treasure worth millions. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or if you've got a 2013 penny that you think might be worth a lot of money. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching and happy hunting! Last, if you love learning about the hidden treasures that could be lurking in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a very special coin, the 1984 US 1-cent coin. Now you might be thinking, it's just another penny, right? Well, not quite. You won't believe it, but a 1984 penny was recently sold for a jaw-dropping $143 million. Yes, you heard that right, one penny worth millions. Stick around as we break down why this coin is so valuable and the fascinating history behind it. First, let's set the stage. The US 1-cent coin has a long history, dating back to 1793. Over the years, it's seen numerous changes in design, but one constant has remained: its symbolic representation of American history. The 1984 penny, however, is particularly interesting. It still features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been the design on the penny since 1909. Created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's image is one of the most enduring symbols on U.S. coinage. Now, the 1984 penny seems like a typical modern-day coin. It's made from copper-plated zinc and has a face value of 1 cent. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc composition, and by 1984, these pennies were in full circulation. This was part of the Mint's effort to cut down on production costs, as the price of copper was rising. While most 1984 pennies are worth just their face value, a few rare error coins have surfaced over the years, and some of them are incredibly valuable. It all comes down to one thing: error coins. Small mistakes made during the minting process can result in a coin that's far rarer and more valuable than one that was produced perfectly. And that brings us to one of the most astonishing coin discoveries in recent history. Some of the 1984 pennies that were produced with errors have been known to fetch astronomical prices at auction. One particularly famous 1984 penny, which was discovered to have a rare double die error, sold for an unbelievable $143 million. You might be wondering, how does a penny go from being worth 1 cent to being worth $143 million? Well, let me explain. The double die error occurs when a coin is struck more than once during the minting process. In the case of the 1984 penny, the design of Abraham Lincoln's portrait and other inscriptions on the coin were misaligned. This results in a doubling effect, where parts of the design appear to be duplicated or blurry. While double die errors are rare, they are especially valuable when they occur on coins like the 1984 penny. The 1984 double die penny that sold for $143 million had this very mistake, and it was in near-perfect condition. Coins like these are incredibly rare. Only a few such pennies with double die errors are known to exist, and the one that sold for $143 million was one of the finest examples ever found. The rarity of the error combined with the excellent condition of the coin made it an irresistible piece for collectors, and it was purchased by a private collector who saw it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So why would someone pay such an enormous price for a coin that is literally just 1 cent in face value? Well, coins with significant errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes are highly coveted by collectors and investors. The rarity of these coins makes them valuable, and the demand for error coins can drive prices to sky-high levels. Essentially, you're not just paying for the metal, but for the history and the uniqueness of the coin itself. Coins like this one are often auctioned at high-profile events, where well-heeled collectors and investors battle it out for the opportunity to own them. The market for rare coins is constantly evolving, and some coins can increase in value over time. A rare 1984 penny with a double die error is a perfect example of how an ordinary coin can turn into an extraordinary asset. Now you may be asking, how do I know if I have a rare 1984 penny in my collection? The first step is to check the coin carefully for any visible errors. Look for doubling in the design, particularly in areas like Abraham Lincoln's portrait or the words E pluribus unum. If you notice anything unusual, it's worth getting your coin professionally appraised or graded. Other types of minting errors to look for include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't properly aligned in the press. Some 1984 pennies were struck off-center, making them valuable to collectors. You should also look for coins with incorrect or missing details, coins that were accidentally stamped with the wrong design or left with parts of the original design faded. Of course, while these rare error pennies are worth big money, it's important to remember that the vast majority of 1984 pennies are still worth just 1 cent. However, the thrill of coin collecting is that you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. You might find an error coin in a pile of loose change, or while browsing through old collections. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for these types of errors. In fact, many collectors spend years searching for specific coins or errors that will complete their collections. Some even travel the world to find coins that have the potential to fetch high prices at auction. So next time you're looking through your change, take a moment to check your 1984 pennies closely. To sum up, while the standard 1984 penny may not seem special, certain error coins from that year are extremely rare and highly valuable. The 1984 double die penny that sold for $143 million is a prime example of how small mistakes can result in astronomical prices in the world of coin collecting. Whether it's a double die error, off-center strike, or any other type of minting defect, these coins hold significant value and are a must-have for serious collectors. To summarize, always keep an eye out for minting errors on your 1984 pennies, especially double die impressions and off-center strikes. A rare coin with a unique error could be worth a fortune. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you've got a 1984 penny that you think could be worth big money. Be sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow collectors, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! If you enjoyed diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, then you're in for a real treat today. We're going to be talking about a very special coin, the 1984 1-cent US penny. You might think, isn't that just a regular penny? Well, you might be shocked to hear that a 1984 penny, in perfect condition and with a rare error, was recently sold for an unbelievable $143 million. Yes, that's right. A single penny worth 1 cent turned into a collector's dream. Let's take a deep dive into why this 1984 penny is one of the most valuable coins out there, and how a small minting error could change your life. Let's start by understanding a little about the 1984 penny itself. By this point in history, the penny had been circulating for over 170 years. It featured President Abraham Lincoln's portrait, a design that's been on U.S. pennies since 1909. The 1984 penny was no different from other pennies at the time, made from copper-plated zinc. However, what makes some of these pennies stand out is the possibility of finding a rare, minting error. At the time, the U.S. Mint was already well into using zinc for the penny's core, after moving away from pure copper in 1982. This transition was made due to the rising cost of copper, and it significantly reduced the cost of manufacturing the penny. But despite these changes, the most significant value in these coins wasn't in their material, but in something much rarer, minting errors. So, how does a minting error occur? And why does it make a coin worth millions? Well, minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production, causing it to have unusual features that don't match the intended design. For example, if a coin is struck twice or struck off center, it could result in a doubled or blurred image. These types of errors create a unique coin, and collectors go crazy for them. One of the most famous types of errors is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, causing the design to overlap or appear doubled. On a 1984 penny, this could mean that the image of Abraham Lincoln might appear blurry, or even as if there are two overlapping versions of his face. This type of error is extremely rare, and collectors will pay top dollar for a well-preserved example. Now, here's where things get truly mind-blowing. The 1984 penny with a double die error that was sold for $143 million isn't just another error. It was in pristine, almost uncirculated condition, a perfect specimen. Coins like this are 1 in a million finds. In fact, it's likely that very few of these error pennies still exist in such great condition, and even fewer have been discovered. This makes them incredibly desirable for collectors, as owning such a rare coin is seen as a major achievement. Why the astronomical price tag, though? Well, when you're talking about a $143 million coin, you're not just talking about the coin's face value or even just its physical components. What you're really paying for is its rarity, its historical significance, and its potential as an investment. Collecting rare coins is often treated as an investment strategy, where the value of certain coins increases over time, sometimes even outpacing the stock market. Like other collectibles, from art to vintage cars, rare coins often become more valuable with age. Demand can drive up prices, especially when only a few coins in existence are in mint condition. The coin I'm talking about has gone down in history as one of the most valuable pennies ever sold, and its story is a testament to how a small error can transform an ordinary object into a multi-million-dollar asset. Now, you're probably wondering, what about my collection? Could I have a $143 million penny hiding in my spare change? While the likelihood of finding a coin of that value is incredibly rare, there's still hope. If you're serious about finding valuable coins, it starts with knowing what to look for. Here's how you can check your 1984 pennies for valuable errors. Look closely at the design. Double die errors will show up as blurry or double text and images. Check for off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned or missing from one side. Look for any unusual markings or imperfections that could be signs of other types of minting errors, such as missing letters or incomplete designs. But even if your penny doesn't have a significant error, that doesn't mean it's worthless. If the coin is in mint condition, meaning it shows little to no wear, it could still be worth more than its face value. Coins that are well preserved and free from scratches or discoloration are always more valuable in the eyes of collectors. Coin collectors grade coins based on their condition. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition might be graded as MS70, mint state 70. This is the highest possible grade, and coins with this grade are the ones that fetch the highest prices. If you think your 1984 pennies are in perfect condition, you may want to send them to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. So, whether you have a 1984 penny with a minting error, or you've just got a well-preserved, uncirculated coin, there's potential for value in your collection. The key is to know what to look for, and to carefully examine your coins for any signs of rarity or errors. Even if your penny isn't worth $143 million, it could still fetch a nice price. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for valuable coins, and you never know where you might find one. Whether it's in a pile of loose change, at a flea market, or in an old family collection, rare coins pop up in all kinds of unexpected places. Some collectors even spend years hunting for specific coins, and they can make a living by buying and selling rare coins. To wrap up, the 1984 one-cent coin may seem like just another penny to the untrained eye. But for collectors and investors, certain 1984 pennies with rare minting errors, like the famous double die error, have proven to be worth tens of millions of dollars. The record sale of a 1984 penny for $143 million is an incredible reminder that even the most ordinary items can become extraordinary over time. So, the next time you're going through your change or looking through your coin collection, take a moment to check for errors. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting for you. Remember, check for double die errors, off-center strikes, and keep your pennies in excellent condition. You never know, you could be holding on to something truly valuable. If you've ever found a rare coin, or if you think you might have a 1984 penny worth big money, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin history and value videos. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.